Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing spectacular Propagandacast with your host, Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off here to glorious 1v1 own Amilly Fields. In the north it is Isildur, fighting for the Red Army in the Soviet Union and the glory of the Soviet peoples, here with the 5th Mechanized Corps featuring gut motor, defensive tactics and partisan tactics with anti-tank and double infantry versus south. It is Angreifen, fighting for the Oberkommando Germany, Deutschland. He is setting out with the 1st Panzerdivision with Feuersturm, Overwatch and Elite Armored with triple infantry. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my personal company heroes, my Patreon supporters. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon. You can also donate via PayPal, links in the description. And as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, talk about what you like, chat away. Just try not to spoil the match for other people. So a full screen cooldown start here for Angreifen, double comps there for Isildur. Looks like Angreifen's going to focus on the western fuel point, maybe disrupting here Isildur's opening as he's looking also to hit for the western fuel there. We got the full Grenadier moving forwards here, Counter TKs clenched tightly in their hands, and we got the Soviets conscripts there moving forwards as well for the glory of the Soviet Union. Third conscript squad on the way there for Isildur, moving straight for the western point here. Sandbags there being hurled to the ground roughly and violently. And first shot being fired is another conscript caught laying down sandbags here by Angreifen's full Grenadiers. Quickly falling back towards that stack of bricks. No, not just the stack of bricks, but the more safer wall of stone. In the south here, Kuban grabbed the point here. Sturmpioneer laying down some barbed wire. Note the position here by Angreifen. This is to disrupt the opponent from doing this, actually laying down sandbags around here. So that's pretty sneaky there by Angreifen. Pretty sneaky. Thumbs up. Also in this case, instead of attacking head-on, expecting the opponent to be in heavy cover, he plays around. Really good play there by Angreifen, tactically very sound. Always look for the easier path, in particular as the commands for the Germans in general. You're not looking to attack the opponent head-on and wear them down with brute force. You're trying to apply, tactically apply brute force. Hitting them from an angle where they're not as well dug in. So right here, being met with a wall of infantry. Angreifen backs off. Those infantry cannot push through there with their numbers. Very sensible position there, tactically by Angreifen. Kuban grabbed the eastern point here. Second full squad moving forwards here for Angreifen. Hoping up to set up a small position here where he can slow down Isildur, maybe bleed him out. More full squads on later for Angreifen. Isildur with triple conscripts up engineers. We shall of course see what he goes for. Grenades here could be great, so he could chuck a Molotov across the hedges there. No grenade upgrade there on the way for Isildur. Probably going to go for medics. Flame for engineers, yes indeed. Angreifen following where the full squad is, perhaps down to worry that there's something hiding on the other side, and just to stand around it's going to be bad. Of course, flamethrowers also great AoE weapons, so setting back that's not a great idea. But a bit of engagement there. Sturmpioneer going to try and up to support here. Trot on the way to Angreifen. Slowly backing off. He's being overwhelmed by the sheer numbers. Not a great engagement for Angreifen. There you go. Flamethrowers added in. And he should probably just fall back and try to move elsewhere. In the east, though, he's making progress with engineers. As the Kubelwagen is, fairly decent against him. Sturmpioneer arriving. Isildur starting to spread out a bit here. Interesting enough, he's sending the more stronger score towards the east here, while the more depleted ones being sent forwards towards the front line. Squad here left to hold up the centre. Truck arriving, probably a battle group headquarters there for Angreifen. Eine Kampfgruppe Hauptquartier. Got the engineers moving forwards. Justuri, Boris and Bobovitz. Kuban on the conscripts. Bit of sandbags in the west here, but again, as you might notice, not quite as smooth or efficient as you'd like to, because again of that straight up barbed wire. So you can see they're having an effect, and this then allows Angreifen to some flank through here and cast the position off guard. So it's less effective because you can still lay down, as you can see that, but again, it's less effective against Angreifen and gives some more options for attacking to the positions. That's pretty clever. Got mines here from Isildur, very good. Thumbs up there. Mines are a crucial component, particularly ahead of the map there. Particularly when you're ahead on that, laying down mines is a really good way to then keep that advantage. In this case, the Angreifen disrupted with the Kubelwagen, very good there. Troops healed up, moving forwards, and we do get the battle group headquarters there for Angreifen. Very much expected. Most Oberkommando players stick to the battle group headquarters. It's efficient. Get your medics, artillery needed, plus the flak half track is also pretty good. So, it's just, the standard choice for most Oberkommando players. You will see some going for the mechanized regiment, but typically a bit on the rarer side. We do get grenade research here from Isildur. There we go, Molotov straight to the advance of the Volksgrenadiers. Catch them in a tiny socialist inferno. So upon company up there, Isildur back at base. Very good. Very good. More incendiaries being chucked across here. Fun fact, While the relic likes to display the Germans using these, incendiary grenades or Brandhandgranaten, as it was, known, the Germans used Molotovs as well. They just made them industrially, like, green bottles with the either sort of a storm match or sort of a small detonator, like something like, a grenade, and you just chuck it at the enemy and set it off. Little fun fact there. Crunching up on the eastern side here, flak half track on the way there for Angreifen, the 251-17 inch close being wiped out here. So far, this has got a good lead. Isildur has a good lead versus Angreifen. So we talked a bit too fast there. In the west, Jumpian moving up with minesweepers, good work there. One reason why it's a good lead to lay down mines where your head is getting, because it helps you to maintain the lead and makes it hard for the opponent to get back into the game. It's also typically we'll see some players slip up, like they're far ahead. They have the resources, but then for whatever reasons they fail to lay down mines, making it easy for the opponent to bounce back. So try and keep that in mind while playing. That's certainly, I think, a pretty good piece of advice. Going here for the east side, no barbed wire there, so here easily looking just lay down in the sandbags, unobstructed. 251-17 out there for Angreifen and the German army. He's moving towards the centre. Do we get mines? Do we get into flamethrowers? Who knows? Back at base, tank will be taken out there for Isildur. Still no sign of a doctrine from either side. They both remain a bit hesitant there. Perhaps waiting for the other one to, shall we say, reveal their cards. Constant heavy cover versus the flak half track. The sandbag wall is not quite as formidable an obstacle. Right in the west here, Constant they couldn't get close enough without taking too much damage there, though. Were they veteran 2-1? No, otherwise you could consider chucking a concussor grenade. But back and forth between Angreifen and Isildur so far. With neither. Well, Isildur definitely has a bit of a lead there, but nothing huge either. At least not for now. We'll see what happens next here for Angreifen. Still no sign of a doctrine. Black half tank on the move. MD-34 there for Angreifen to help further contain infantry, though no anti-tank weapons, so he's clearly not expecting a T-70, or there's option number 2, which is he just doesn't care about the T-70, which is rare, but I suppose not impossible. Nears the laying down mines here, good spot over there. Thumbs up to Isildur. Got the Volksman with the Sturmgewehr 44. Provides, of course, a nice firepower boost to the Volksgrenadiers against Soviet infantry. T-70 almost done. Kubang towards the centre. Flag half track being launched eastward. Sturm Pioneer following up. And got the MD-34 running there as well. He's going to be facing a good whipping there from the flak half track and almost making that, in fact. Close call there, maximum for Isildur. And we got the T-70 light tank running 40, shattering fences, squirrels, and whatever else might be hiding there in the path. Steady advancing there, pushing the Sturm Pioneer. You can see that Angreifen getting ready to just retreat everything as well. He's not really got anything that can seriously threaten it. He is going for the Kedman over there, very sensible choice there now. Kedman will of course be quite helpful, but on its own is still a risk of just getting outmaneuvered. We need to keep Volksgun as close so we can actually, keep Panzerfaust at the ready. Machine the job here, we got the flak half coming up. Gonna use that to slightly hammer the T-70 a bit there. Another option it could be going for a Panzer Strike on the Sturm Pioneer alongside the Kedman. That's suddenly going a bit of an extra boost as well. But Kuban was being pushed back. Going for the Carp on here, looking to disrupt Isildur's field flow. That's a very good idea there actually. Thumbs up. Volksman 14 engineers caught here, being engaged by the Sturmgewehr and K9 TKs. Eastern fielding seized back by Isildur and the Red Army. And the West going for the Carp on. Then we got more sandbags up here. Kuban flak happening in there, and Basil being caught up in some cobwebs, which he finds to be amusing. And Kenneth moving forwards, flak half being fixed up. He's being caught with a flak half tank by Kedman. Gonna get away there. Note, by the way, what he's doing, he's popping to reconnaissance mode to ensure he doesn't fire back, so it doesn't get away his position. In this case, didn't help out because it's still a good spot, allowing the Kedman to get the shot off. But in theory, it does increase the chances because, again, units can fire back and units to sort of shoot at them. So, anything there. So, clever maneuver there by Isildur. In this case, though, a bit insufficient. So that's a great kill there for Angreifen. He's flanked with the assist 3 division field gun, more mines. We also got the first doctrine of the match, and it is Partisans actually with radio intercept. partisan troops, anti-tank and ambush tactics, spy network, and mark vehicle. Interesting choice here that to go for partisans at this point. We'll be going for partisans, so it's just going to be relying on some of the other parts like the radio intercept or spy network, which is actually a pretty powerful ability if you know how to use it, because it just pretty much reveals everything on the mini-map, which can be quite useful. Flak half tank direct hit from the Sister 3 divisional field gun. With a skirmish hit by keeping the attack. Got the machine gun there, not quite angled either. East side, we got folks on the ground, eastern point. Constantly up. Around the center victory point, we've got 428 to 438. Pretty close in terms of victory point between the two sides.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
We got another shot on the Vanguard's going to be schwerer panzered quarters. The longer this goes, and this is definitely not Firestream, I think it's more like to be Overwatch or Elite Armour. He could technically still backtick for, like, I don't know, the Flampanzer Hetzer there, which is a bit of a strange choice, but could do it. Elite Armour seems more likely. Well, Overwatch I think he'd gone for now as well for the Jaegers, I think. Elite Armour is the most likely choice now. Feeling them about ambush. They could also be one reason they actually went for this doctrine as well, which is for the ambushed anti-tank and pretty sneaky as well by Isildur. Going for the Mechanized Armor Company. Very good. Thumbs up. Opens up. Even if you can't go for any tanks right away, it does open up here for the Mobilize for Service ability, so that is obviously pretty good. Feeling about the Volksgrenadiers. Skirmish in the east. Basil Young because he can't get into the attic, which is where he's not supposed to go due to all the rat traps. Feeling about there. Kuban in better detection, looking to see if he can't spot out any sneaky maneuvers there by Isildur. A light Infanterie Schutz Aktien on the way there for Angreifen, very good. So halfway down there, fixing up the flak half track. Scrams on the left of the engineers. There we go, upgraded there to open up for the 7th man, some other smaller bonuses there. So far, Angreifen had a much better position in terms of map control versus Isildur, who's definitely struggling a bit. The loss of the T-70 really just limited what he could do here versus Angreifen. There we go. Got the artillery out there for Angreifen. That said, of course, Isildur can hit Angreifen here fairly well, but the T-34 and 6 should be able to swing the match back in his favour here unless he somehow misplays the T-34, which seems unlikely. Yes, Basil, you're a cat. He's caught by the flak after on the west centre. Is pretty quiet there. I feel like he's looking like maybe doing something more around here. Though, of course, this window of opportunity may soon close as the Schwerpanzer quarters can soon be authorised and set up a rather big zone of no socialism. Grab these some points here. Dug in. Again, we got the ambushed field gun. Makes it harder for Angreifen to spot it and deal with it ahead of time. That's one of the advantages of just ambushing your support weapons. They can be harder for enemy reconnaissance like immediately detect. And thus be hard to set up countermeasures for anything like that. Orbals on the way for Angreifen, and we get spy network for Isildur. Thumbs up. Again, a bit of an overlooked ability in an overlooked doctrine, but honestly, it's really powerful since again it just shows you everything the opponent has on the minimap, which, if you use correctly, can really give you some significant advantages tactically. Creeping up with a field gun. They're very slowly in this case. Looks like it's going to get spotted as Angreifen's meaning to flank the counters there. Bit awkward. Flak happening in there as well. Could be in trouble. Could actually lose it here to Angreifen. That'd be a pretty big blow to Isildur. Maxim, they're ready to support here though. And there we go. The folks are suppressed. Almost in time here, but not before the field crew gets exterminated. In the west, we got more engagement there. We also got a fight with and fuel punch. Jump Pioneer routed. Flare off there. Always on popping up on grenade the conscripts. Quick spreading out. Then the east side we got the flanking up and get Max being hammered. Smoking going after Angreifen. Very good. Thumbs up. Got another maximum in, then we got the T-Fed following with Isildur and the Red Army. In the centre, we got Engineers moving forward, getting hammered there, also in trouble. Routing the West Engineers. Concentrating a mine there from Angreifen Sturmpioniere. Very good. Sehr gut. Needs to maximum to deal with them. Lines going to do a course open up as well and try and barrage them into oblivion. Particularly from this angle, I think it's going to be pretty good. First shot though falls a bit low. T-Fed for halfway done there for Isildur. Second shot though kills Yuri. T-Fed for almost down there as for Angreifen. Healing reinforcement. Schwerer panzert Cortis is authorized now. Not too far from the Panther 4, but you know it's going to be behind the T-34-6 by a bit. Isildur, by the way, did lose the field gun by the looks of it. Yes, indeed, Angreifen ran off with it, though not too far away with it either. So there's actually a good chance here that Isildur gets it back from Angreifen. Perhaps a little less than optimal there. Another spy network here from Isildur. Flak half-tank enemies too, which gives it a significant damage bonus. But now, the time is here. Isildur's T-34's arrived to the front line. It's going to start shattering fascists like brittle glass. East of hot ground there. We got Fulton 40 at Flak half-tank holding out. Rushing straight at the MD-34 there. Cool man almost knocked out. And there we go. Pop goes the weasel. And with this, Isildur, I think, is gaining some nice initiative versus Angreifen. On the west side, though, we got a sneaky attack here on the western field. Put on sneaky raid. Very good. Field gun for Isildur. Fielding them in westwards here. Engineers caught in the Flak half-tank's line of fire and is brutally sent packing. T-Fed with the 2 kills. Half-8 to death, though. Angreifen getting closer to the Panther 4 Model J, though he continues to not have chosen a doctrine, which again, it sounds to look a lot like Elite Armour, just so you can like upgrade the Panther 4 with the Panzer Commander and unlock the heat shells. Sturmpioniere around here with the T-34 from 6, sent running. That raid got thwarted. Grumnation point here, Flak half-tank firing away here at instant sight, maximally caught here in a torrent of flak fire. And Yuri got discarded. Sorry, Yuri, but you know we have to get to safety. Well, you kinda did anyways.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Back into reinforcing healing. Orbison firing away there. Still firing down there. First shot gives Sergei a bit of a concussion. Flak after 13 kills. Sandbag position there disrupted. Close to another T-34 from 6 of that set. Angreifen can now begin going for the Panther 4 Model J here versus Angreifen. Pop disintegrate, there we go. In fact, Brandhandgranate away. Isildur is yet to go for an artillery. Does have the field gun, but the way he's using it, I don't think he's intending to use it as artillery, at least not yet. So a mortar could be a pretty decent, I think, investment here for Isildur. On the west side, we got Pont Big C, sandbags going down from the Germans. And finally, we got the Panther 4 mod yellow for Angreifen. Isildur is close over T-34 from 6, number 2. Of course, he could be planning a Katyusha on H-5 tank destroyer instead. Almost got the field on their end of neutral. Maximum crowd on the flank here against any infantry attacks there. Not bad. And there you go. Folks goes head packing here by Isildur's T-34. Maximum on the eastern side. Gonna hit for that victory point. Not bad. Flak after the rescue. Backed up with the SIS 3 divisional field gun. Another spy network here for Isildur. Very good. Very good. But no sign of anything else. It's starting to look like Katyusha here. 185 from Isildur, depending on what he's more concerned about. Now the field gun.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment. Crews are now authorized to make emergency repairs.
Maximum there versus machine gun. Comes on the flank here, pushing back Angreifen machine gun crew. And there we go, we do get Elite Armored featuring the 221 Scout Car. Emergency repairs, the Panzer Commander, heat shells, and finally Sturmpioniere. Person there wanting some attention, obviously. Or not. Panther 4 setting out their Panther command on the way there. T-34 shoots, whiffs. Panther 4 then does not whiff against the T-34. Punches straight through the frontal armor. Second field right there for Isildur. West side being good progress there again. I think realised within its spy network that Angreifen's left flank is fairly understaffed, and so it's a great place to punch through. East side, though, where currently a lot of the anti-tank weapons are sighted, is probably not the best place to send the tanks. Tank West here barking down for Angreifen as the Maxim tears through them. Yes, they're now able to push around and deal with the suppressed troops. Got a spy network again. Flak up. They're going to cope with the T-34 from 6. Huge blow here, possibly to Angreifen. One more shot's going to go down. One more shot. Pop smoke though. Shot misses. Narrowly, really close call there for Angreifen. Flak half down the west side. Troops pinned. Routed. Panther 4 going for the T-34 from 6. Isildur still got no additional armor. He needs the field guns nearby. And where are they? Where are they? Oh, got one there. Good hit on the Panther 4 then. Angreifen quickly disengages rather than pursue the attack and risk losing the Panther 4 here. I think that's very sensible. And we got the German sister division field gun mobiling the Soviet divisional field gun. Also, fun fact, the Germans had their own version of the Sis gun, known as the Feldkanone 40, which is basically just a Pack 40 that could be angled upwards to fire as artillery. Little fun fact there. Constant suppressed. T-34 down repairs, the main gun is out. At least the engine works. Panther 4 need repairs. Field car at the centre here. Maximum east here for Isildur. Hard work then the T-34. We'll have to see exactly what Isildur's planning here, the versus Angreifen. Fresh push out the western side for Angreifen. East side could also possibly, with a smoke screen for the line for gun, I think be vulnerable to a good push there. Spy network again. Definitely making very active usage of it. And there we go. We got the trot on the way there for Angreifen. That will be the mechanized regiment. Very likely main fact trying to solve the King Tiger. Angreifen is a big fan of big tanks. So King Tigers, I think, seem very likely. We've got sandbags up to support the machine gun in the centre. Very good. Maximum catching the foot guns. T-34 on the move here. Got the Panther on the move here. Field troops are nearby to assist. There we go. First shot hits. The second on the west. We've got the others on the ring in. We got 7 kills, 8 kills on them. Also worth noting, Angreifen has a significant infantry advantage over Isildur in terms of like squad numbers. He's got 5 versus Isildur's 3. There is a bit of an advantage there as well. And could be, I think, exploited by Angreifen quite well at the right time. T-34 defending the left flank, but is not pursuing further pressure there. Perhaps too worried about the anti-tank guns or possibly further armor here from Angreifen. Isildur here can go for another T-34 easily, but also go for the H-5 tank destroyer. He can go for Katyushas, but so far Isildur seems a bit hesitant on that front and is yet to make a pick there. Both field gun shots at max range bounce off the Panther 4's armor. That's fairly lucky, and there you go. Isildur commits to the H-5 tank destroyer. Bolton East was there. Looking to hit the car on there, I think. Yep, not too shabby. More mines from Isildur, not bad. Panther 4 catching the engineers and sending them packing. Caught by the Maxim and routed as they're caught in a crossfire. Their T-34 moving in is probably also not a incentive to stay around. Panther 4 pushed back, almost like to have the double field goes this round. While the first volley bounced, the following did not. T-34 pushing eastwards here rapidly. H-5 almost on their feet door. Pushing for the centre here, sensing an opportunity to exploit and a gap in Isildur's forces. Catching him fairly off guard there. T-34 falling back, getting hammered here by German anti-tank weapons, including the Pilford Sis gun. There we go, H-5 tanks already there for Isildur and the Red Army. Equipped with an 85mm gun, which was adopted from a Soviet anti-aircraft gun. English was there. Another spy network there from Isildur. Bagger base from Angreifen. Got repair pioneers up very good, but also probably wouldn't be surprised if he's going to stall for the King Tiger now. Bit risky in some ways, but at the same time he can hold out. He might actually work out here. Maybe. In the east, if we got the flak happening, and they're going to catch the maximum here. Note the large, I think, slightly longer route here. I think it gives them more opportunity for someone to escape by pulling behind the house here. That's actually fairly sneaky, clever there, but they got caught by the T-34, pop smoke. That said, you had to set it up there. Oh, clever! He outmaneuvers, outwits Isildur by going forward, so Isildur pushes forward into the smoke. Expect him to now, be pulling backwards. He races right past it. That was really clever there by Angreifen. There go Panther rolling in here, catching Isildur. And takes out the T-34 without losing the flak half track. Beautiful. That was almost Looney Tunes level of outwitting there. Constantly being caught with the flak half track and routed. Even popping heat shells there for more damage, which also technically works in the infantry a bit as well. T-34 more on the way here for Isildur, and definitely needs to be a bit more careful with his armor and not falling into any of Angreifen's traps. We're working for the opposite side, threatening the western fuel pond as well. T-34 halfway done. Another spy network from Isildur. Fult's caught him, we got a maximum abandon out in the open. Bit surprised he hasn't picked that one up. Okay, we're caught by the constant machine setting up. Could, oh yeah, get caught by another maxim. Could try and bombard it with the field, but doesn't have the munitions for that. The west, the opposite pushing forwards, running back here. Needs armor support up there, anti-tank movement as well. They're very good. Machine right in the center, got the artillery blasting away the 6 kills so far, betting 2. The field is quickly setting up in ambush mode. Just trying to hard the surprise here for Angreifen. First T-34 ramming, ground back the eastern fuel point. That's back and forth between Angreifen and Isildur. More orbs on here for Angreifen. More elite German infantry. Sturmpioneer routed. The T-34 shows no mercy. Fresh sandbags in the centre. Panther 4 being slowly fixed up. Flak half track Russian force was very close to T-3 by the way. 20 kills. You know, Fritz, yeah, I can't help but feel it's a bit wrong being an anti-aircraft gun, but most of the time you're shooting infantry. Yeah, it's so much easier. They're not even armoured. Plus we can hear the screams. That's not a bonus, is it? Yeah. At least when you come from Baden-Baden it is. Comes falling back, KG5 holding up there as well. On the west side we got the T-5 falling out there. Another spy network from Isildur. Could send some opportunity to move up here for him and flank the flak half track. Using H5 I think to destroy the sandbags. T-5 remain reserve. Often part of the maximum suppressed. Smoke's in there from Angreifen, very good. Flak up joining there, gaining veteran T3, contemplating heavy fire. T4 remains in reserve. Hesitant to move in, perhaps waiting for something to appear. As for currently timing for the King Tiger, we're probably around about 3 to 4 minutes away from that one. We're just looking to just add one mine if we're going to go for another T-34 Syndics now. Though, of course, with all the support weapons Angreifen does possess, a Katyusha rocket launch could also be a really good investment. I mean, there's still, I think, a significant lack of artillery from Isildur versus Angreifen. Which is interesting considering all the spy networks using would also be great with the Katyusha, any kind of artillery, like, further, get more effect out of them. So, a bit surprised here at the lack of artillery from Isildur. Bit of skirmishing there, H5 shattering sandbags, but not much else. Flak half track, half fleet of S-24. Plus we're over the Maxim. And another spy network from East we got mounted on the flank here, realising that East is actually using the small path. He's binding it up, thumbs up there. That said, it's pretty rare for most players to do anything with that particular part here. It is a bit of a blind spot, apart because most of the time if you're looking here, you probably won't be seeing it due to the tree, for example, in a lot of cases. Also caught here by the Maxim. Feeling me pushed back, and got the T from going eastward to do with the eastern victory point. Got 263 versus 276. Still pretty close between the two sides in terms of victory points. Still pretty close. Angreifen sneaking out close to the King Tiger, and Isildur just flooding resources, seemingly not entirely sure how to approach this one. There we go, we do get the Katusha finally. Some rockets are here to try and dash Angreifen into a million pieces. Nice hit for the field on the Panther 4, 6 kills, better than 2-2. Field on the way here. Panther unfortunately the field is being routed. Tank show's not nearby to assist, Katusha almost done. Eastern point seized. Good move, the eastern fuel point, I think. Seize it and deny it to Angreifen. Get your rocket launchers almost done here, and there we go. Rocket truck out. Flare off there under Ludwig, killing him. And mine goes off there, killing Heinz and Rudolf. Another spy network there from Isildur. She's flying away there. Hammering the centre, they're home to catch some targets. Not a bad in again, you can sort of see the theoretical coordination. In this case, the Angreifen's really moving stuff away. The Sedensman not being as effective as he could have liked, but I think the theory of it is sound. Angreifen meanwhile is very close to the King Tiger. Next to push back, send him up with the maximum, caught it with the Sturmpionier. East up around the point, they're very good, very good. That said, I feel like he'd be exerting more pressure here, trying to flank around, hitting Angreifen, maybe in the line for gun, maybe like trying to take out the Schwer planted quarter with a good push there. West side English caught with the 2 full squads, so that's going to have to retreat. Their maximum setting up though to try and slow down the Germans. Nice hit from the field gun on the T-54 machine and being hammered by German artillery. The light infantry should prove to be a significant obstacle. We actually use the field gun barrage. They almost got decent fuel plenty away from Angreifen. Also interesting to note like how easy it is to make use of the docks. I mean, we haven't seen a single part on the Mark. We was using it for the spy network, the anti-tank and ambush tactics, and the radio intercept. Definitely a bit of a rare sight there, but not bad, I think. Just interesting. Although I would have liked to see some partisans. I mean, that would be fully on. Holy Scheiße! Gott im Himmel! You almost took out 2 entire foot scores over a single shot, and obviously I'm kind of begging it by just punking all in the same place as so close to each other. But it's like one thing to like notice, the other thing to like see them almost 2 entire squads to be wiped. Like only one guy got away there. This could still, with a bit of luck, been a full 2 full wipe there on Angreifen. Good God, that said, Isildur actually lost the con squad, so he's down to 2, but Angreifen still has 4, and 2 of those are actually orbital down. So I mean, Angreifen still has a significant infantry lead over Isildur, and that's definitely something Isildur needs to be mindful of. He also needs to go for more armor. Angreifen is very close to the King Tiger, the Königstiger, Tiger 2. I think he needs a bit more population, maybe. And even then, I may not be entirely sure about that one. I don't think it actually does. I think he's just preoccupied with other things, perhaps. Another T-fit for the Feast on the Red Army, very good. Yep. Didn't need it, but there you go. Königstiger gefechtsbereit, adding the Panzer Commander to this self-propelled mountain of steel. Comes there being under fire there. Another Katusha barrage off. Hoping to catch the anti-tank weapons. That said, I think Isildur's firing a bit too much at max range here. Like, I feel like with Spy Network could have tried to get a bit closer to do more damage. He still did some, but there's definitely also a lot of rockets that just kind of missed their mark. But overall, not bad there, not bad. We also got Angreifen laying down mines under Isildur's nose. Very good. King Tiger's got its Panzer Command ready as well there. Both orbital squads are running here, but the T-54 from 6, about 256 to 245. Still pretty close in terms of victory points. Still pretty close. Also in terms of forces, they're pretty close in terms of like fully exploring the pop caps. That said, the force compositions are a bit different, with Isildur having... and they do technically sort of have roughly the same amount of support weapons. It's just, you know, the types of them, if you will. Trying to think already by the Panther 4 push back. OST King Tiger catch the T-34 from 6 and deal some significant damage. Troops right of there. Constantly being bombarded. Königsegger shoots. Didn't quite land a great hit there with 88 men with a high velocity gun. H5 moving forward, T-34 hanging back here, half 8 of SNE2. And another spy net reviews. We're moving forward, could take out the flak half attack finally, and down it goes. That's a good kill there for Isildur. Removes a significant thorn in his side, and more importantly, a thorn to his infantry. In the centre, the Maxim's taking a ton of damage. King's moving there, down to 2 men, could get wiped out. That'd be a great kill for Angreifen. Certainly have avenged the flak half attack of it, and there you go, Maxim crew exterminated. King Tiger, either just ignoring these shots there, bouncing them off, and there you go. Till it called in here. I think it was by the Panther 4, and didn't get out in time. There you go. German artillery here, called in by the Panther 4 commander, shatters the field entirely, denying Isildur a crucial anti-tank asset there now as Angreifen pushes forward with the Panther 4 and King Tiger. Isildur on the 5th Mechanized Corps has been caught wrong-footed here by the 1st Panzer Division. Will the Panther Division try and follow up on this success and try and just deliver a shattering blow that Isildur is going to fall back and try and hope that Isildur gets impatient and wants to push ahead again, at which point Angreifen trying to punish him. We got another H5. No, goes for another Katyusha. Isildur definitely wants to try and hammer in Angreifen's support weapons and infantry with the rocket artillery here. Getting rolling, and there we go. We got the Orbison on the new one, so we got 20 kills in that squad. King Tiger finally takes a penetrating hit. That's actually surprisingly long before King Tiger took a single hit that actually penetrated it. But then he takes 2 successful hits there from the field gun. These hits, for the wing pushback like Ken Robson going for the fielding crew, and there we go. Could wipe it out. There we go. That's a great kill of Angreifen. Double Orbison being, as you can see, they're quite good at clearing out Cis guns. Pushing further forward here, King Tiger bang out alongside like Kenneth, going for the field gun destroyed. Engineers being slaughtered as the Orbison just ruthlessly mows them down. And he's the Panther Force in the pursuit him, the T-34 supporting Panther spot, and there you go, even popping heat shells. Just for that extra chance of knocking out fast, and there you go. H5 number 2 on the way for Isildur. Panther Force takes it for the tank destroyer. The situation for Isildur is, I think, fairly swiftly deteriorating. Partly again, I think, due to a insufficient number of infantry to support his tanks and armor. That certainly doesn't help. They have to, you know, tangle up with the orbital Dardan, which is definitely where I think Angreifen, has wisely realised he can actually have a significant advantage against the Soviets here, by just having a bunch of orbital Dardan, which will tear through most of the infantry and support weapons. So thumbs up to Angreifen, as I think a astute strategic read here in the situation. East Maxim moving up, packed up with the Foxcars flanking in the Maxim possibly. And East here, troops being bombarded. Maxim routed. Got hit there by the Königsegger. The Tiger 2 Isildur's machine gun crew being mercilessly cut down. Fresh tank destroyer. There's 2 tank destroyers to challenge the King Tiger here under Angreifen's command. Takes on the T-34 from 6. Grabbing Eastern Pond with the Orbison, Panther falling back in reserve. We got close to T-3 on that one. Now the spy network here from Isildur. Infantry barrels off towards the centre. Right in the Maximum around the Orbison, but the first volley goes off rather spectacularly awkwardly. I mean, again, part of the issue is just firing it from so far away into where his technically has no line of sight, which definitely means the rockets are fairly inaccurate, but that actually gets a few kills. You do have to be a bit bolty with the Katyusha, that 16 spy network to attempt to, theoretically drop to where it's still safe to far away. I'm surprised he isn't doing it. Panther for the catch on Indonesia, and she's firing slightly cautious. You got 251 on an 80. Got hit from the King Tiger on the T-34 685. The shoots penetrates the King Tiger's thick armoured hard. There you go. Marked vehicle, and you see the other tanks on in there. That's not just a job for Singlish 5 down less. Angreifen's really slopping with the King Tiger. And the West Team machine being caught with the T-34 6. Panther 4 here. Spawn the opposite, but that is quickly forward. And there you go. Artillery strike clears out both of Isildur's support weapons. At least the Maxim. I don't think. What's the field gun here? I can't really tell his left. Well, it was there, now it's gone. Either way, he just took huge losses down these 2 infantry squads and engineers, plus the 2 tank squads and the T for Katrusha. But I think against Angreifen's force composition, that is a bit lopsided. And there you go, anti-tank guns going here for Isildur's tank destroyer. Knocks it out here. Things are rapidly falling apart for Isildur as Angreifen just keeps applying more and more intense pressure. And there you go with that. Isildur's out of the match here. GG, game over. Victory for Deutschland, a victory for Angreifen. A nasty fight here. I think Angreifen has benefited a lot from a slightly more straightforward force composition. In terms of like having out earlier artillery, which you could just consistently find use for like numerous things. I'm surprised again Isildur, for example, didn't consider mortar. He also had an infantry advantage, which he played quite well too, in particular with the Obersoldaten. He further strengthened the rest. Isildur just kept playing with, I think, a bare minimum infantry, which I think also gave some problems as the match went on. And there are also, I think, some smaller tactical issues cropping up here and there. But overall, I'd say a fairly interesting match there. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.